Good morning, everybody. It is Noah back for day 2 of documenting my journey to building a $1 million home service company. Just an introduction again, I am the owner and operator of Friendly Fixers. We are a handyman company based here in Central Arkansas. And I just got done with my workout, super excited to see how the day unfolds. We actually cleared up the schedule by doing some jobs yesterday, getting ahead of schedule. And I got that opportunity because I had someone who is interested in joining the team on a ride along with me. And so we were working faster. I was showing him the ropes. He got really excited about joining the team. And it's opportunities like that as a CEO of a company that really just make me realize that all the sacrifice is worth it, because there really is a cost of building a business. And it usually comes at the cost of comfort and leisure activities. I have certain things in my life that I prioritize, and one thing that I am in full pursuit of is financial freedom. I really want to be able to wake up and choose what lands on my schedule, and that is a extremely expensive opportunity to purchase. And so finding ways to climb up the ladder of business success and building a team that gives me that freedom to live in my 20% is, it's very difficult. I wake up and the first thing on my mind is, business. I have to make sure to sort out the day to make sure that everybody's on track. I get to my workouts and I listen to my audiobooks so that I can have, fresh ideas and new perspectives to overcome whatever challenges the business is facing, on a day-to-day basis. And even just thinking back several years ago from now, I didn't start out at this point. Really, a lot of people might look at, these videos or see where I'm at and think, oh, he probably grew up doing all this. It's something maybe that was, taught to him. But no, that's so far from the actual case. I read a book. It was Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I'm sure a lot of you are probably familiar with that piece of literature. And in that book, he talks about owning assets, and he talked about really building cash flow through rental properties. And that became kind of an obsession of mine. And so I went on this journey of looking into houses, and all of the things that were on the market were outside of my price range. And the things that were in my price range wouldn't cash flow. And so I had to get savvy. I had to start looking at properties that other investors or, other people in the market weren't really looking at. They didn't want. They were distressed properties. And so I actually got my first property, and it was a 3-bed, 2-bath. The renters who were in there just absolutely destroyed the place. Cockroaches were crawling out of the outlets. They had a colony in the refrigerator. Very much just like condemned type property. And my wife, she is amazing. She trusted me to buy this house for our family. Not sure why. Looking back, it seems very crazy because at that point I had zero handyman skills. I remember some of the approaches that I took to some of the house projects, and it was embarrassing. I'll have to share it at another time. And we got through it. I found resources on YouTube. I talked to people at Home Depot, and I just figured out how to do a lot of the home projects that we needed to do to get the property ready to, put it on the market for renters. And so over the course of a year, I developed a lot of skills through really just tried and true perseverance. There was a lot of times when I was sitting on the ground, the literally subfloor, and just thinking to myself, did I mess up? And now looking back, I could not be more thankful of that opportunity. I'm so just glad that I was able to stick with it, and God gave me the strength to get through that really tough time. And those are the sacrifices that a lot of entrepreneurs have to go through when building a business or building a new skill that, brings value to the market. And I just want to motivate you to let you know that, you can do hard things. If you put yourself in a situation where, your why is big enough, you'll figure out the how. And that was a big realization for me. And that's what gave me the confidence to try to take on this home service industry and change really the landscape of the handyman industry, and bring a whole new renewed perspective to how we approach work and how we treat our clients. And I'm really excited because I think it's going to bring a lot of value, and it's going to help a lot of people within the team. Even the guy who was riding along with me the other day, all excited about the vision of the business and the mission that we're on and we're trying to accomplish. And just seeing our clients, how happy they are when we solve their problem with our skills and expertise and efficiency and our cleanliness. And I thank God for those opportunities in the past that at the time seemed like the biggest trials of my life, and for my wife, who really trusted me even before I had the skills and track record to really be a trustworthy person. And so it's, a culmination of different things, and there might be, something that's holding you back from, taking that leap of faith and, jumping into something that's uncomfortable. You might be waiting for permission, and unfortunately, permission may never come. And so sometimes you just have to be willing to be courageous and step out in faith and trust yourself, because it's really through trust and challenges and sacrifice that you can really build something great. And it's when you get to look back on all those experiences and see how far you've come that's when you really experience, that fulfillment and purpose. And so I just want to let you know you can do hard things, and I'm excited. I hope that these videos and this content helps you, push yourself to the next level. And so this concludes day 2 of the journey. And so I will see you tomorrow for day 3. Stay blessed.